Oh, he's turned into a puppy. To cheer him up, to cheer the boy up. That's quite sweet. That was a good thing for him to do. We're giving a horse to him. Oh, it had to be a big horse, but I'm sure they could find one. Where'd they find those horses anyway? With all of the gear and saddles and everything already on them. They nick them. What was that? Wow, it was a hell of a meal, whatever it is. I actually feel quite hungry now. Look quite nice. So it looks like they've put some sort of meat in some sort of covering and then put it right into the fire to cook it. Looks a bit like chicken, the meat, but I don't know.
You have chosen a paltry kingdom on an insignificant planet.
And love.
Love is fleeting. Power is eternal.
No, power's not eternal. Power can be fleeting. Wouldn't say love could be eternal, but it can be, but
Do not let my form frighten you.
frightens me.
I will halt the attacks of the Slayers.
That's a freak.
It is in your power to stop the killing and burning. Each hour you delay, more innocent people will be killed.
Oh, that's unfair. Putting on her. No, it's your decision to do it, not hers. Blimey. So she's the widow of the web?
I seek the widow!
Enter here and die.
Oh, lovely. Gets lots of visitors, obviously. So he's going to tightrope walk over. Ah, what made the web? That's how they hunt, isn't it? When something touches the web, they can feel the vibration of something on it. Okay, he's in. How's he going to get out?
And I loved you, Alyssa, with all my heart.
So that's the woman he said he was in love with.
You had a son.
Oh.
I killed him when he was born.
Oh my god.
And this is my punishment.
That's pretty dark.
I know you can never forgive me.
I cannot forgive myself. I have already forgiven you.
I don't know if I could. God, to be told that you had a son and that she'd killed it within 20 seconds, that's not the kind of thing you might be able to forgive at some stage. I don't know how, but you might. But not in that little roller coaster.
Then the second Alyssa will share your fate. She will die, grow old, lonely. She will die in a place of darkness. This whole world will be a place of darkness.
When you put it that way, it doesn't sound great, does it?
But your own life runs out with the sand.
What about your life?
I give it to the girl who bears my name.
I mean, let's face it, she's got no life anyway. She's just stuck there forever in isolation.
I cannot stop the sand.
You cannot stop time.
It'll always, it symbolises time. It's always going to run through his fingers. He can't stop it. That's a good way of putting it. It's good symbolism. Although, in your hand, there's always going to be a little bit of sand left in the palm of your hand that you can always keep hold of. God, that's another huge set. I know there's a lot of obviously special effects being used for the special effects in quotes for the spider, but the actual set is actually huge.
The Black Fortress will appear in the Iron Desert.
Iron Desert sounds like a very large place. I think I'd want something a little bit more accurate than that. Maybe some GPS coordinates. The actor Freddie Jones there was in quite a few films of that period. He was in Sherlock Holmes. Sorry, young Sherlock Holmes.
The Iron Desert's 1,000 leagues from here.
Fire mares. Fire mares can travel 1,000 leagues in a day.
Oh, it's a dead end. That makes more sense. Herd them into an area where they can corral them and capture them. Flippin' heck, that's a dangerous stunt. I wonder if he was meant to land on it and failed, but they kept it in because it looked impressive, or whether the intention was to miss. Cool, I felt that. Do yourself a nasty injury jumping on a horse like that. His voice sounds high already.
Take good care of him.
Why doesn't he come?
It is time to die.
Well, if he's going to die anyway, why doesn't he come with us?
No, he must stay here and accept his fate. If he opposes it, he'll bring great pain on himself.
So he can see he's going to die very soon, so he's staying there. I mean, that kind of implies he's going to die very soon. God, those are big horses. I think I've ridden a pony once. I went pony trekking with school a long time ago, but they're huge. Oh, fire mares. So they run so fast that there's flames. Well, the music's really good. They've used similar music throughout, but they've got that beat in there, as in the sort of beat of the horses running. Very clever. Huh, that's quite cool. So they can run so fast they can fly. This is only a sort of short-term thing. Maybe it's more like building up speed and they sort of glide over distances. I really like that effect with the smoke and the flame. It's really effective. And the music just fits perfectly. Another soundtrack to add to my list.
We must get inside before the twin suns rise. Ha!
Must get inside, so not even on the outside. I assume anything on the outside would just, if it disappears, it'd just fall off. Oh, they're white ones. They're like an internal force, whereas the black ones are the ones who go out. Oh. So he's defying his sort of death prophecy. He knows... Well, he knows he's meant to have stayed where he was. So Rel's going to bring great pain on himself to help them. With all the goodwill in the world, in that kind of environment, you haven't got time to look after the dying like that. That's you'll die. Oh.
Follow him!
Oh my god, they're going to use him like a shield. I mean, that's a hell of a thing to do. I mean, I don't know what form the great pain takes, but great pain on yourself, and then he's been shot up, and now he's holding back the door. That's a lot to do for other people. That's a hell of a sacrifice. Put one of your weapons in the door. Keep it open.
Get your axe in the
You
open!
should have done to start with.
Rockwell!
Oh, that's horrible. That's another horrible way to go. Being crushed like that slowly. Oh. You'd be able to feel all your bones breaking and everything. Oh. That's not a very satisfying end for him, is it? The numbers are down a bit. Oh. And a bit more. I love this kind of like the ricochet gunshot noise. Like that.
My traveling days are over, my friend.
No, we'll get you out of here.
No, here's where I stay.
I think he's going to hunt that Slayer down. I don't know where you are. I don't know who you are. But I'll find you. I assume it's like some big weapon they use. That's really cool. I love the way it does that. That's it. Oh, watch it flick into your arm, though. Okay, so he kind of controls it, force or something, and it can control it. That's really cool. God, that's another horrible way to go. That's a gorgeous looking weapon. Huh. God, imagine using that on a battlefield. You could just fling it off and it could just slice through an army. That is a powerful weapon. But I would not want to catch it on its return. It's big. Bleed. Why are you toying with him? Yeah, I'm guessing he doesn't go and make dates, that guy. Oh, it's stuck in the body. That's quite cool. You can see he's really concentrated and really putting a lot of mental power into getting it, and you could see that it was pulling at it more to come out, but it just still wouldn't come. That's quite good acting. Well, actually, I think he's overacted in a lot of the film, but I could see the emotion in him, so that was good acting. He's not dead, is he? That was too easy.
Alyssa, it's us. It's us he can't defeat. It will not return to me except from the hand of the woman I choose as my wife.
I give it only to the man whom I choose as my husband. Take the fire from my hand.
That's quite a flame. And again, that's a horrible way to go. Fire. They apparently lost 12 actors trying to do this because they had to do reshots. Obviously, they kept killing them off. As her dress goes up in flames, he was his arm on her back.
Let's get out of here.
He risked his life to save us. We can't leave him here if there's even a chance he's still alive.
I have to admit, I'm not sure what I would do in that situation. With the place falling around me like that, I think I might have escaped. I'm not sure I'd gone looking for them. Especially when you had no idea whether they're still alive or not. If you knew they were alive, might be a bit different, but I'm not sure I would. So the whole mountain's kind of collapsing in. Oh god, well that's going to go quickly. Don't stop! Oh, it's got the flame. That's a pretty powerful weapon to be able to call upon when you need it. So where's it going? I mean, it looks like it's going up into space. Where then? I wonder what happened to any Slayers who were not there, but just because they seem to be scattered around the planet. Where they're just walking down and all of a sudden they're just rocking up into the air like, whoa, what's going on?
The key's yours.
Only the king and his Lord Marshal carry this key.
That's right.
Hello, new Lord Marshal. Okay. That was a really good film. Really, really enjoyed it. very 80s again. I've had a few of those. Huge sets, obviously big budget. Soundtrack was amazing. Really liked it, and it wasn't just a good soundtrack. It worked so well with the film, like that scene with the horses, the fire mares, when they were obviously they were um, running, trotting, uh, and the music was beating with it. That's very clever. Um, I like it when music complements what you're seeing in front of you like that, and that really did. Um, yeah, that was really good. And so the actors, it was very much a who's who of British actors in there. There were loads of people who, I mean, this was '83. I would put money on this being some of the earliest performances of some of these people. I'll obviously have a lot of trivia throughout the film on that, which I'll look up afterwards. But I would put money on that. Um, so yeah, it was a really good film. Um, a little bit overacted in some cases, but it was that kind of film. It's a fantasy, very over the top. So actually, I didn't mind it. It actually, it was all part of the experience of watching it. So fair enough for that one. Um, so we had this all-powerful weapon, the glaive. I think you want to call it glade. Yeah, it's got an air freshener that can fight off monsters. Glade's an air freshener in the UK. I don't know if it is in America. But the glaive, very cool looking weapon. I liked it when obviously it was just the star looking thing, and then the blades flicked out. But I say you've got to watch that bottom one when you're holding on to it. It's going to slice through your hand when it flicks out. But that was very cool, and I quite like the way you fling it, and control it. Very cool. Um, but obviously it got stuck in the beast, and fair play. Beast is a pretty good term for it. I would say he was a beast. I don't want to be beastist, but he was a good description. So it got stuck, and then basically to defeat evil, they used the flame of love to defeat it. So it was very I can't think of the word. Um, it's right at the tip of my tongue. I'm sure I'll think of it later, and I'll have some trivia saying what an idiot I am. Tell me what the word is. Um, metaphysical. I'll look it up. But it was obviously a hidden meaning behind it all. That yes, to defeat evil, love can find a way, basically. But yeah, I say the film. I mean, the landscapes were amazing. I really can't work out where it's filmed. It might be filmed in different countries because sometimes it looked like America, sometimes it looked almost Scandinavian. Some of the locations, so I'm not sure. But say the music, the filming, the acting to a certain extent. The effects weren't bad for 1983. Yeah, it was a, a good riotous film, sort of like almost like a feel-good film in some ways. I'm actually not sure what rating it is, what age it's aimed at. It's got to be I don't say kids film, but I don't know if I think a young kid would be quite scared of the beast. Um, it's got to be a PG at the very least, and I wouldn't have thought it'd be like a 1983. We didn't have 12 certificates, I don't think. And a 15, it wouldn't be. That's too old. It must be a PG. But I can imagine it'd be quite a scary film for young kids. So I'm not quite sure of the age it would be aimed at. But yeah, really did enjoy it, and I'm definitely going to be downloading the soundtrack. Um, I have lots of soundtracks for films. John Horner's and music, and this is again one of his early ones. He had a very similar style. If you remember, a few weeks ago we did Battle for the Stars, Star Trek 2 and 3. I could hear bits of it in this as well, but this was actually quite a unique soundtrack as well. He likes his horns and full orchestra. Again, certainly in his early films. But yeah, really like the soundtrack. Very good. So, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Interested to know what people's opinions are of this one. If you haven't seen it before, I highly recommend watching the whole film. Really good. So, I'm not completely certain what the next film's going to be yet at the time of filming this, but keep your eye on the banner on the top of my page. It'll keep you informed, and I shall see you for the next one. Be seeing you.